please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thanks for coming, everybody. I'll do roll call. Sandy, are you here?
Here.
Chris?
Here.
Chrissy?
Here.
Artie, I'm here. Cindy, Valentine, absent excused. Joanne?
Here.
Mark?
Present.
Okay. Before we get going, I'm supposed to wish Officer Burley a happy birthday in the back. We won't sing.
It's 21st.
Yeah,
Happy birthday.
yeah.
Happy birthday.
So, yeah, that's fun. First, I'd entertain a motion to open up a public hearing for a special assessment, aquatic management, canal cleaning hearing.
I'll make a motion to open the public hearing for special assessment, aquatic management, and canal cleaning at 7:02 PM.
Support.
Okay, motion and support, any discussion? Hearing none. Anyone in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, thank you, guys. Anyone not good with it? I think everyone said aye. So motion passed. This time I'd like to open up the public hearing on special assessment, aquatic management, canal cleaning. Do we have anybody that would like to speak on the behalf of this special assessment? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to close it.
Make a motion to close the public hearing at 7:03.
Support.
Okay, motion and support. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, motion carries. And I did want to mention too, if there's anyone here, I guess the Voice, I didn't see it, but it was in the Voice paper that we would be on the agenda tonight looking at rear yard setbacks from the Planning Commission. That is not true. It's not going to be addressed at this meeting. The process of that, if the Planning Commission wants to change an ordinance or anything with the with the zoning ordinance, they approve it, have special hearings that approve it, then it goes up to the county Planning Commission, and they hash it all up and everything and do what they have to do with it. And then after that, it comes back to us. So I'm not sure, it could be 6 weeks, a month, or 2 months, or whatever. So that's not going to be handled here tonight. That was misinformation in the Voice, so. I'll entertain a motion to pay some bills.
I'll make a motion for bills payable in the amount of $16,819.21.
Support?
Motion and support. Roll call vote, please. That's me. Sandy?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Artie, yes. Joanne?
Yes.
And Mark?
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Did you get all that, Sherry? We doing good? Okay. Good job. This time is public comments. Anybody that wants to make any public comments, just come on up and say what you want to say. Sure, come on up. This is a different spot. Be careful of the cord in front of there.
Okay. Good evening. My name is Debbie Burgoyes. I'm running for State Senator of the 25th District. That is Huron, Sanilac, St. Clair counties, Armada Township, Richmond Township, the city of Memphis, and the city of New Baltimore. It covers a lot of ground. So a little bit about myself. I owned my own small business in this area for nearly a decade. I ran the St. Clair County, I was chair of the St. Clair County Library Millage, and I am currently a trustee for St. Clair County Community College. But my term ends in December, so I'm not abandoning ship or anything like that. I've been an area resident for over 30 years, and I'm extremely concerned about our water, our Great Lakes. Every day I wonder who's going to be the next Flint. It seems like every week I hear of a new Flint. I'm concerned about our education system. We're failing our students here in Michigan. I'm concerned about our economy. 74% of Michigan workers have stagnating and declining wages. and I'm concerned about ethics and transparency. Michigan is dead last among all 50 states in ethics and transparency. Again, my name is Debbie Burgoyes. That rhymes with turquoise. My website is db4mi.com, db4mi.com. And I have a section on there for comments, and I welcome anybody that has anything they feel like I need to know to let me know. Thank you.
Okay. Debbie, I don't know if you realize this, but Clay Township and Elginak, we make up, you mentioned water.
Yeah.
We make up the largest freshwater delta in the northern hemisphere, the American side of it.
I do realize.
Okay.
I've lived here for 31 years, so.
Good. That's a bragging point for us.
Yeah, and I want to keep it that way.
All right, thank you. Anybody else, public comments? Pull that mic down.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Mine's not actually, okay. Kathy Harrison, 301 Monroe, Harson's Island. Mine is a question for the Clay Township Police Department. As you know, we've complained about Monroe Beach with the golf carts and the people. I mean, they're almost laying in the street just so they can get a spot there. Well, word has it, on the island, the police were around twice Saturday, and somebody thought that one of the cars stopped. So I just wondered, did like any of your officers, anybody say that they did actually see the beach? Because we've always hoped somebody would go by and see it and see what we're actually talking about.
Well, I can tell you our officers did respond. They were out there.
Oh, good.
They did note that on the daily activity logs.
Okay.
And they were checking golf carts.
Oh, great.
So, yes, no, they
Oh,
were out
thank
there
you.
for that purpose. So.
Good. Well, like I say, the island, you hear a word, and,
Yeah.
well, they were out. All right, well, thank you so much.
They were the whole holiday weekend at
Oh.
one of the area focal points for them. So,
Well, thank you that you actually seen all that. All right, thanks. Because it's like more people than beach space. It's almost like a hazard.
it is.
All right, thank you.
Any other public comments?
Hi, I'm Harold Stieber, resident of Harson's Island, treasurer of the St. Clair Flats Association. Just a brief question I'm in the process of fact gathering, and I'm a numbers guy, so I'm just looking for financial information from the township. Where can I specifically find it? I went on the website today and I found the proposed budget for 2017 and 2018, which is the fiscal year that just ended June 30th. Is there any current information I can find?
Yeah, shoot me an email. I can shoot it to you tomorrow. We got to get that updated too.
I mean, like current year financial
Yeah.
information?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not online right now,
Right,
is what
shoot
you're
me an
saying?
email. I'll get it to you.
Send you an email?
Yeah.
Okay, to remind you?
Yeah.
I mean, but.
Well, I don't have your email.
No, I understand, but I mean, is that something that should be publicly?
Yeah, we're in the middle of revising our website right now too. So, but yeah, I'll get it up there this week too.
Okay, I'll send you a note tomorrow then?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mr. Stieber.
Address is 7111 Martz, M-A-R-T-Z, Harson's Island.
Thanks. Any other public comments? Going once, twice, 3 times. All right. Thank you. Moving right along, we have the consent agenda. Entertain a motion for the consent agenda.
Well, I'll attempt that, to make a motion for the consent agenda consisting of the minutes for the board meeting of August the 20th, 2018, minutes and synopsis, special board meeting of August the 8th, 2018 minutes, special board meeting August the 22nd, 2018 minutes, reports, check reports, 2017 annual report, planning report, communications, the Road Watch, North Channel Sturgeon Classic, and request from the assessing department for Cindy Lawton for fall education session at the amount of $553.41. And also for Cindy Lawton and Christy Hiltonen, our treasurer for special assessment class at $65 per person.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any questions or discussion on that?
Yes, I would like to have everyone take a look at the first page of the August 21st August 20th minutes, and right up on roll call where it says absent citizens, it says 8, and that would be the meeting on the island,
Right.
and there were more citizens than 8. So maybe, I think it was 68
Yeah. There.
there.
Yeah, I'll have Cindy.
Because, yeah, we need to make that change because
Right.
there was 12 people that got up and spoke.
Yep.
So it's just a
That's probably a
correction.
typo.
Because, yes, that's what I think too, but I think it should be corrected.
Yep.
And that's it.
Okay, anything else?
The request for training is for actually Sherry Lawton, not
Sherry
Cindy
Lawton, right. See,
What did I say?
she said Cindy.
Oh, Cindy Lawton. Well, C, you know.
It's Sherry Lawton.
Excuse me.
It all starts with a C.
Sorry
That's
about
right.
that, Sherry.
Okay. Anything else on the consent agenda? Hearing none, all in favor of the consent agenda signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. And next we have the supervisor's report. Oh, let's see, we finished this last week with our in-house portion of our audit, and our staff was very, very busy working with the auditors, and thank you, Chrissy and Chris and myself and Sherry and just about everybody else we were happy to see them leave. No, we work well with them. But, I mean, we had, 3 auditors in here for 2 weeks? So, it's good. Just want to mention that to the board. Let's see. Having a meeting actually in 2 days, I'm excited about this, with the USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture, and they're actually putting on about an hour and a half program up in Port Huron I'm going to, and they actually kind of reached out with me. I'm going to have a one-on-one with the gentleman immediately following that, myself, and I invited one other person. What they're doing is they have several programs, but they have, which I'm excited about, really low or no interest loans available to municipalities for things like infrastructure, public safety, all different kinds of programs. I'm hoping to get a lot of information on that, and maybe we'll be able to utilize one of those programs going forward. Who would have thought the U.S. Department of Agriculture is in the cheap loan business for municipalities? But hey, they got the money, we'll go and get it. So I just want to mention that to the board. Let's see, had a couple of actually good meetings with Elginak City Manager. We've been working together on several projects where we both have a lot of ideas, and we'll have a few more meetings scheduled on just programs and things we can do in Clay Township conjunction with Elginak. And that being said, we actually are doing, I love riding my bike, a lot of people know that, and we're doing a program which we want to get it going next year monthly, but Elginak Clay Slow Roll. And what it is, it's like a bike tour, and that's what it is. We roll slow. And down in Detroit, they have them every Monday. I go to them all the time. They probably get about 2,000 people at them, and a lot of people have music and stuff on their bikes, and it's just a lot of fun. And we're going to be doing that October 4th. Not sure the course yet. It's going to be about 10 miles long, and we're going to have, we already have sponsors for it. There's going to be entertainment. It's going to end up in the waterfront park in Elginak. We're going to have entertainment there and some food vendors and stuff. So it's probably going to be like an hour and a half bike ride, and then we'll end up in the park for I think the guys at the entertainment we have are those banjo players. We had them in our park, and they're at Bluegrass Festival, and they've been around. These two kids, they're awesome with bluegrass. You've heard them.
Good.
And we had them on a Wednesday night in our park. So that's fun. In talks with the Drain Commission about cleaning out portions of the swore-out drain near Holland. We'll have something for the board, a resolution to pass for them to go ahead with that. The swore-out drain is in dire need, and as well as some of the other ones in our township, but they're going to go ahead with the swore-out drain. The other side of Phelps and back across Holland and back that way. So I'll have some, a little bit of information on that, and we'll probably have a resolution, I'm hoping, by the next meeting for the board. So I just wanted to mention that. And we did have a concert the last Friday, the 24th, in Browns Field, and that went very well. It was a lot of fun. I think everyone that was there had fun. And I want to thank Jennifer Sobier, State Farm Insurance, for sponsoring it. Also wanted to do a shout out for Dudac and Auto Owners Insurance for sponsoring the July concert that was on the island. And we do have another concert date set on Brownsfield, September 15th, and it's going to be from 6 to 9, probably 6 to Mosquito 30. We might make it to 9.
It's September.
Yeah, what did I say, August? Oh, I'm sorry, it is September 15th. So, and I know the association is also going to be doing a pig roast, so what are you guys charging for that? $25? Okay, so if you wanted, you can, it's at a charge if you wanted to take part in the pig roast over there, $25. I know I will. And the band that we have is...
Make sure that, if you want to come, everybody's invited, but there's about 135.
Okay, so you got RSVP.
Catered. So we gotta know how much food we're ordering.
So we got about 135 people. Okay,
Tickets are on sale at different areas.
all right. Well, let me know.
Okay.
If anyone wants a ticket, get a hold of me, I'll get you to the right people. And the band that we have is a popular band that we've had on both sides of the river before, that 10 Beach Drive, and they get everybody out to dance. So I wanted to thank some of our sponsors too. Nickel Saf for sponsoring the safety tykes, that's coming up here soon. And Seaway RV and Trailer Park for sponsoring our Lions versus Ram bus trip. We have a bus going to a Lions game. We got a ton of rec programs, and I can't even really announce them all here. If you're on Facebook, like our Clay Township Parks and Rec page, and they have all the details there on all the trips. We have bus trips to the Lions games. We have arts and crafts workshops, Scarecrow Fest coming up at the end of October, the North Channel Sturgeon Classic, end of September. It's the only sturgeon tournament in North America, right here. And exercise classes, cooking classes, we got a bunch of stuff on there. That's all Hey, Chief, are you going to mention our good news? Okay, I'll leave that for you. Other than that, that's all I have. Thanks a lot. Next, we have Fire Chief report. George?
Good evening. For the month of August, we were pretty busy pre-planning out Raft Off. We participated in the ATAC system, which is a unit that we put on all our assets that we use for the event. For instance, our boats and our personal watercrafts, so we can keep track of them on a screen so we know where they're at. If we get a call in a certain area of Muscatine Bay, we could send that asset to that location if they're close to it. So it worked out pretty well. We also marked out Muscatine Bay with large balloons, which helped tremendously this year, and we plan on doing that next year. The rest of the month, the officers reviewed some applications, some new applications for new hires. We're going to meet again tomorrow, so hopefully the next board meeting, I'll have some new hires to bring on.
How many are you looking at?
There's about 5 applications
Oh, okay, good.
that we have right now. And I just picked up 2 more today, so we have total of 7 that we'll be looking at.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, and to give you some good news, I received notice on Friday that we received another grant, an original grant that we went in with City of Algonac and Marine City. We were awarded $539,000. It was the grant for the new air packs. So our portion, we have to pay 10% of that. So we're looking at $490,000.
The grant money.
The grant money that we'll receive. And then the total of the grant was $539,000.
And that's split up 3 ways between
Yes,
us, Algonac, and Marine City?
and Marine City, yes. So it'll help us out. That's
Got
it.
Awesome. Great news.
Congratulations.
Chief, do we all pay 10% of the 500, or is the 10% split between the 3 communities?
It's 10% between the 3 communities,
Great.
so.
And are we going to evenly divvy that, or we do that based on units?
It's based on units. We
Okay, it's prorated?
yeah, right. I think City of Algonac has 18, we have 30-something, and then Marine City has 25.
Gotcha.
So.
All right.
Good job.
Thanks for the good news.
Thank you. Okay. Next, I'm not sure why this is on unfinished, but under unfinished business, we have an update on Fire Department Association, Downriver Firefighters Association. Last meeting, someone asked me to take a look at, in public comments, I think it was John Cameron, asked me to take a look at where the money from the pancake breakfast goes. And this function is not a Clay Township Fire Department function, it's the Firefighters Association. The firefighters has a association, and they're the ones that put it on. And up till, and I'm not sure exactly the year, around in 2008, 2009, we had the Clay Township Firemen's Association. Well, we checked into it. That association doesn't exist anymore. It was a 501c3, and the association basically expired, and the firefighters are operating under what's called the Downriver Firefighters Association. And we did some checking into it. They are not a 501c3. And therefore, I am told that it's against the law for this group to solicit donations, accept donations, and that sort of thing. And another requirement of being a 501c3, Harold, you know, you got to do IRS, you know, every year you got to send forms to the IRS and some other things. And so that being said, I did mention it to our auditors in our audit, and they wanted, they said, you know, their books should be audited, and the township has the right to do that because they utilize township resources, they use our facilities, our resources, and they operate under the kind of, it's an independent group, but under the umbrella of Clay Township. And so our auditors and our attorney backed it up, says, yeah, you have the right to do the audit, and it should be done. And because I'm sure a lot of people contributed thinking they're given to the fire department or a legit 501c3. And I contacted the head of the association, who they have now, and I put them in contact with a local CPA. We filed all the proper documents to get them their 501c3. At the same time, we're doing a policeman's association for you guys, right? You wanted that. And these associations, you know, they're supposed to have bylaws and everything, and they are, usually their solely purpose is to do things in support of the fire department or the police department, whatever the association is for. So I did want to report to the board that that's going on, and I was also in contact with the guy that's now head of the Downriver Firefighters Association, and they're going to be giving me they told me they're going to give me their check ledger in about a day or two. So, that's all I have to say on that. If we don't get the information, we're going to have to demand it instead of ask and I might have to, it's not going to come to that, but we may have to demand it, which I'm prepared to do, and go from there. So I'm assuming everything's okay with it. We just got to make sure. So does anyone have anything to say about that, or comments, or?
So how long will the audit take once they?
I'm not sure. We'll probably give it to our, Stuart Bouvet Whipple, and they'll have someone. I mean, it's a simple checking, I'm assuming. It shouldn't take more than a couple hours.
So by the next board meeting, we should be able to have
Hopefully.
some.
Hopefully.
Where are these guys based out of?
Alls I know is they have a checking account in Huntington Bank. And I actually went to Huntington because I was looking for the bylaw. I do now have a copy of the bylaws, but I was looking for the bylaws. And I asked because a lot of times when if you're a group like that and you have a checking account, the bank will want to see your bylaws. Like associations, bank probably has your bylaws. So I went there and asked them if they had a copy of the bylaws, and quote unquote, the manager said, "No, Artie, this is nothing more than a euchre club. It's not an official association." So like I say, we are looking into it, and I'm assuming and hoping everything's okay with it, and we'll know further going down the road. So.
Do we have any idea how many members belong to the DRFFA?
Anyone who's a firefighter in good standing belongs to it. Is that right, George? Yeah. They're a voting member if they're a firefighter in good standing.
Okay.
That's Ira and?
No.
Justin Clay.
Just Clay.
Clay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. There used to, and correct me if I'm wrong, there used to be a Downriver Firefighters Association with Elginak too, years ago, and that split apart. Is that right? So, that's just Goodfellas. Okay, that's different. That's Goodfellas. So, okay.
Last year at the breakfast, when I brought my family to the fire hall, I wrote them a check.
Mm-hmm.
And while we were eating, they brought the check back to me and said, because I made it out to the Clay Township Fire Department.
Right.
And they said, no. Luckily, I had my checkbook with me.
Okay.
Because then I voided out the first check and wrote them a check made out to what they asked for.
Right.
This association.
Yeah, they couldn't.
For me, as a Hartson, I had no clue.
Right. And most people don't. And that's why we have the right to do this. In fact, the auditors told me that they actually do look at a lot of the association's books. They'll do a quick scan to do a quick review. Most of them have firefighting associations. I'm not sure who else has those, like Port Huron or Marine City. Do they have police associations? Yeah, they usually do. So look out, these guys will be looking for you soon. So once they get their 501c3 too, so. Okay, moving along to new business. First, we want to recognize the Fire Department Citizens Advisory Board. It's kind of loosely set up so far on Harson's Island. Pat, you're the representative.
Yes. Thanks, Artie.
Yeah.
I just want to give you a little update on where we're at. As you know, this is, it's an independent thing, and we're just trying to get as much information as we can. And, it's like part of the Harson's Island, St. Clair Flats Association. You get these association things going on here. Anyways, we've always been very proactive and trying to find out what whatever we can do to help. Anyways, and this is one of those things. So where we're at right now is we've got a core group that currently consists of Dave Carruthers, who has a tremendous amount of financial information and a longtime Harson's Island resident. Harold Stiver, again, a lot of financial stuff. He's currently the treasurer of the association. George Cavell, another longtime resident, and myself. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to collect as much information as we possibly can, so we can have a solid baseline data. And one of the things that we want to do is come up with some plans that are viable, that make sense to the residents, that they can look at and determine which one makes sense to them. That's our goal. The biggest problem we've run into so far, and we saw a lot of evidence at the last meeting, there's so much misinformation and disinformation and flat out BS out there that if we're going to be viable, that's why we've got to come up with this. So, we're trying desperately to look forward, but in order to do that, we got to look back a little bit. And to that end, we've collected a lot of data. We worked with Tri-County Hospital, get all their run information, all their times. We worked for the fire chief, and we've worked with various other components of this government, as well as Clayton, as well as Algonac, Ira, St. Clair Shores, Harrison Township, Clinton Township, Mount Clemens, Shelby. Anyways, a lot. Got a lot of stuff. I just went through. I sent you guys a copy, 248-page study that was done in Macomb County.
Yep. That's basically what we're doing now.
A lot of stuff. But anyways, what we hope to do is, like I said, we get down. What we're going to do is, again, part of the confusion. Again, we went through it as a turkey shoot, meeting a lot of people. The confusion between what's ALS and what's BLS, what's an ALS certified and what's ALS certified transport. And trying to explain that, to be ALS certified, you have to have a paramedic and one EMT. And there's a big thing about what we had, didn't have, never had, always had. And one thing I just want to bring out now, because it's a fear factor, is that there is an ALS here in the township and on the island.
There is.
And that's not true. And that has not been. That is, it's the same. What it comes down to transport. So the other was the grant money. Evidently, that all came out of our taxes. No, it didn't. It came out of a grant. So what we're trying to do is put down all this information. This is what this is. This is what this is. This is what this is. And then we get a collective understanding, a baseline we can all support and say, yep, this is what it is. Then we'll put together the plans and we'll present them to you and the residents, and you can make up your mind.
Okay. I think you kind of said it, but what we're looking for, and I'm kind of talking for the board, if there's anything different, please let me know. If you can evaluate with the island, what you guys think the island needs are, put costs to that, and then come to us, and we'll see if there's a way it can get paid for, or sit down and work
Well, I think once the people see the data,
right,
and we put everything together, then they'll be able to make up their minds what they want.
right.
So that's our goal.
Okay. Any questions for the board?
Pat, we're also kicking around the idea of an advisory board from our end.
I'm sorry?
I said, we're also kicking around the idea of an advisory board from our end. So we can open up the dialogue, and once you have consensus and kind of know where you want to go, maybe we can have some informal discussions before we consolidate and bring the needs to the board.
Oh,
as a
absolutely. I'm
panel.
looking forward to, like I said, we just got the core group right now because,
Yep.
you get too big, it gets unwieldy.
Yep.
But we'll be sitting down with you guys, we'll be sitting down with various other subject matter experts, the chief, different other things. And, hey, this is what we can do, this is what it's going to cost. It won't be somebody's opinion, it'll be a fact. And that was one thing, I debated whether to bring this up, but Here's another thing going on. That's the 800-pound gorilla in the room. There's absolutely, there's no amount, I can't do anything about it. Our group can't do anything about it, and that's the dismissal and hearings around, Chief DePage. I am acutely aware that this is all covered under a confidentiality agreement. I understand that. I accept that. Let's walk away, move forward. But every day I see on social media blast after blast after blast of people's opinions. Now, I'm fully support people have an opinion. You should have them, but you're not entitled to your own set of facts, right? And I don't know whether it can even be done, with the legal situation that it's in right now. But if at all possible, if Darrell will waive his confidentiality agreement, and you guys would do the same, and we get all this stuff on the table and let the facts of that thing fall where they are, that would be really helpful. If not, we're going to get through this, and we'll move forward, and together I think we'll have a really great service for our community.
Pat, do you guys need any more information at this time? Hey, Pat, do you guys need any more information at this time, or?
I've been getting quite a bit.
I know we loaded you up.
I know where to go to get it.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Pat.
Okay, next on the agenda, I'd like to have our board officially accept, we got a $150 donation to our fire department from one of our citizens. I know she's a friend of mine. She wants to be
Anonymous?
Yes, anonymous, thank you. And, but as I learned at the MTA, for us, really legally, we should accept the donation. So it's $150, and we appreciate it very much.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the $150 anonymous donation to the Clay Township Fire Department.
Support.
Okay, motion and support. Any discussion on that? And I'm going to add too, she also reached out to me. She wanted to donate $150 in support of the St. John's Marsh cleanup that they do every year, and that's Waterfowl USA. And so I got to get their check to them. So that was nice. So two good organizations. So, okay, we have motion and support. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have our CD renewal. And Chrissy, you want to take the ball and run with that one?
This CD renewal is for the perpetual care account, which would support the cemetery in the event of the township not existing anymore. So these funds are protected. They can't be spent on anything but the cemetery in the event of the township dissolving. So my recommendation is that we renew this CD. The current balance is $68,782.12, and I would recommend that we renew it at a rate of 2.2% for 365 days.
Is that your motion?
Yes.
Support.
Okay, motion and support. Any discussion on that? Hearing none. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have to approve drinking water revolving fund program. Actually, we got two of them. Number 4, action item 4 and 5. We have outstanding bonds for our water, and one was for expanding the water system, or updating the water plant, I should say. And they have interest in principal, and it just comes up to pay the piper. And I mean, this is 17 years ago, one of them is, and the other one was like 3 or 4 years ago. So I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the DPW drinking water revolving fund program in the amount of $7,582.81 in interest, deriving from line item 591.990.995.00, and $300,000 in principal coming from line item 591.990.991.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any discussion?
When does the debt retire?
This one, 14, this one is 1920, between 19 and 20.
Between 19 and 20?
Yeah,
Oh,
2
so
years.
it's coming up.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yay.
That's what I say, we'll be out of that one in 2 years. And at that time, I'd like to look at a water main replacement project.
Okay.
And also putting another, part of that project will be putting another feed across the river to Harson's Island. But that's 2 years from now, we'll look at it. Okay, any more discussion on that? Hearing none, roll call vote. Chris?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Artie, yes. Joanne?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Sandy?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. All right, next we have approval of 2014 refunding bond payment. I'll entertain a motion on that.
I'll make a motion for the DPW to approve 2014 refunding bond payment in the amount of $20,931.25 in interest from line item 591.990.995.00 and $245,000 in principal from line 591.000.300.01.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any discussion on this?
How about, because it's relevant, the USDA has offered some really low rates.
Oh, yeah.
Do we know what our current rates are on?
Yeah,
this bond?
this
Are these
one,
pretty good?
actually, this one, with this one, this is for we had like 3 funds, or 3 bonds.
Consolidated.
Yeah, we had 3 bonds, one for the Elginak, one for the back roads, and we were paying between 5% and 7% interest on these bonds. Well, back in 2014, I saw that, we consolidated it, and it's a good thing because these funds would have been underwater if we waited. We consolidated it, probably saved about $300,000 in interest, and we're at I remember selling that bond, it was way cool. We're at 1.87% interest on this bond. So it's pretty cheap money. You won't, yeah. So that's the lowdown on that.
All right, thanks for the info.
Yep. So we do have motion and support. Any more discussion? Chrissy, roll call vote. I'll do it.
Yes.
Yes. Artie, yes. Joanne?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Sandy?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. All right, next we have resolution, Colony Water Line Special Assessment to confirm the tax roll. And actually, we got a few people that came in and paid right today. Those bills just went out. So we have a resolution to confirm the tax roll, and we'll entertain a motion for it.
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 2018-38 for Colony Waterline Special Assessment, confirming the tax roll.
Support.
Okay, motion and support. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Joanne?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Sandy?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Christie?
Yes.
Artie, yes. Motion passes. Next, we have Resolution 2018-39, Special Assessment Aquatic Management Canal Cleaning Resolution. Sherry, you want to come up with, this resolution is for, this is the first one, right?
Yes.
And I just want to make sure, let the board know, make sure we got all the signatures we need,
Yes, this is an area over by Bayview Shores. They've done it before in the past, so this is another 5-year assessment, and they had 85.99% of the people in the district sign for it. So this is just the first resolution to set the first public hearing for
Right.
this one.
And that public hearing is going to be?
October 1st. Yep.
October 1st. Everyone good? Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll entertain, I don't have a motion yet, do I, or a?
Nope. I'll make a motion to support Resolution 2018-39, the Special Assessment Aquatic Management Canal Cleaning Resolution Number 1, canals between Bayview Shores Drive, Dyke Road, Phillips Drive, and to set the public hearing for October 1st, 2018.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any more discussion? Hearing none. Mark? You vote yes?
Yes.
Okay. Sandy?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Artie, yes. Joanne?
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Moving right along. Don't go anywhere.
So I didn't.
Resolution 2018-40. Special assessment for aquatic canal cleaning resolution.
Right, this one is another part of the same area. This is the one that you had the public hearing on earlier today. So this is the next resolution setting their second
forward.
public hearing, which would also be set for October 1st.
And the support percentage of 85.99, that was globally between the three?
No, that was the other area. This particular one, we've already
Got two.
had, their first public hearing was the one that we had initially, and that covers canals between Anchor Bay Drive, Farnsworth, and Phillips. So it's really all the same canals, different sides, different districts, though.
Okay.
But they had 84.85%, so about
Overwhelming.
85%. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Can I make a motion to support Resolution 2018-40, Special Assessment Aquatic Management, the Canal Cleaning Resolution Number 2, canals between Anchor Bay Drive, Farnsworth Drive, Phillips Drive, and prepare the tax roll?
Support.
All right, we have motion and support. Sandy?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Any more discussion? Hearing none. Roll call vote. Sandy?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Artie? Yes. Joanne?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. All right, where am I? That was 8, 9?
Number 9.
We're on 9.
Number 9.
Resolution 2018-41, Special Assessment Aquatic Management Canal Resolution. Number 3, canals between Anchor Bay Drive, Farnsworth, Phillips, set public hearing for October 1.
It's the same district.
Same,
Yeah, we just had, the first resolution was saying, yeah, we're starting the district, let's go ahead.
right.
Second one is to set the second.
So we just set the district, now we gotta set the first public hearing for this district. Also will be October 1st. So I'll entertain, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll complete the trifecta. I'd like to I'd like the motion to approve Resolution 2018-41, the Special Assessment for Aquatic Management, the Canal Cleaning Resolution Number 3, the canals between Anchor Bay Drive, Farnsworth Drive, and Phillips Drive, and to set the public hearing of October 1st, 2018.
Support.
Okay, we have motion and support. Any discussion on that? Hearing none. Lots of canal cleaning, which is good. Roll call vote, please. Chris?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Artie, yes. Joanne?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Sandy?
Yes.
Okay, that one passes too. All right, I think we're done, aren't we? Okay. Next on the agenda is board member comments. Are you ready, Sandy?
Sure. I just wanted to mention that today was everyone's first day back at school. And I had the privilege of dropping my new kindergartner off. And I wanted to applaud our citizens because Well, I had to walk from the Lions Hall across the street to Millside. Everyone was very courteous in driving and letting him cross the road with us, and I hope it stays that way. That's it.
That's fun.
It is. It's a good day.
Chris?
Getting a little fired up about the North Channel Sturgeon Classic.
You gonna put the boat in it?
That's a pretty unique event to our area, and I'm excited to see that grow.
Yes.
So I'd like to be participating in that as well.
I've had talks with them. They want to expand the event next year
Great.
and have like a 2-day event in our park in conjunction with the fishing. Maybe have the captain's dinner and have a beer tent and the captain's dinner under the tent, a barbecue or something. And that would probably be a Friday night because they fish Saturday night, but they're talking like Friday day, bringing in some actual sturgeon, set them up in a tank so people can see them, and do a big educational event along that, because Sturgeons for Tomorrow puts this on, and it's a way cool group, and they do a fantastic job. And if you spend an hour with one of these guys, you'll be, pardon the pun, hooked on it. And if anybody would like to go sturgeon fishing, they'll take you out. So contact me, I'll put you in contact. You know, they'll get you out on the water some night, and, you know, it's best to do it at night. I'm sorry, but last year, I think we had 28 boats, and in one night, they caught and released 81 sturgeon right here in the North Channel. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yep. It's the reef that, you know, and just better management of the sturgeons, so,
Yeah, that's a neat event.
yep, so.
I'd also like to
I'm
thank
sorry.
Mr. Pat Fegan for coming in. Definitely a positive step in the right direction. We've got a lot of work to do together, but this is a good starting block. So thanks for coming in.
Like eating an elephant, one bite at a time.
Yes, sir.
You done?
I'm done, sir.
Okay, thank you. Chrissy?
I just want to remind everyone that the township will be open on Friday, September 14th, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for tax collection. And also, I want to make the board aware, tomorrow I am sitting in on a demonstration with a new payment processing company. They offer online payments that they are telling me at a lesser fee than the company that we're currently using. They have email billing, email reminders, text payments. You can set up recurring payments. We're working with the bank right now to set up ACH payments. So those are some of the things that we're trying to get more information on and roll out for those paying utility bills, tax payments. We might be able to do class payments. If you're signing up for a class or a workshop or something, we might be able to set that up, those kinds of things. Pavilion rental, maybe, I'm not sure. More information.
That's awesome. Especially the reoccurring, I get people asking me that all the time.
Me too.
For their water bill. She's great. So I can say thank you.
Yeah.
Mark?
Yeah, like Chris and the rest of the board here, I want to appreciate Pat for coming in and setting up the advisory board. Basically, it is approved. I thought we were going to approve it, but it is approved as far as I know.
Well, we're recognizing
We're
it.
recognizing it, okay. And I look forward to the communication. It's probably something that should have been happening and going along in the past. So we are doing a retrofit, and really appreciate it. And if we need any help from me or anybody that I can help with, please let me know.
My turn.
Your turn.
Thank you, Pat, and you know I'm available to help out whenever I can.
I got a bunch of help.
Yep, no, but I mean, just, communication to know what's going on. And also on the Zoning Board of Appeals, we have a meeting on September the 19th. There'll be 2 public hearings, one that is with the property on the island for variance for accessory building, and then another one that is here on the mainland. So that's coming about on the 19th. And I'll let you know what happens.
Okay.
That's it.
I would just like to remind everyone, school's open, so be careful of the school buses and the little kids crossing the road. That's always a big thing, and happy birthday, Dave Burley in the back. Oh, Mary Ann, did I say, Mary Ann Smith? It was mentioned in the last meeting about your, across the street, the road, or the roadie. I did contact the county, and I haven't heard back from them, but they said they're gonna
They're
take.
coming probably next week.
Okay, so it's handled.
They thought, not this week, next week.
Okay, so it's handled.
Pardon me?
It's handled. It's handled, right?
It's handled.
Okay, good.
With my mouth in it all.
Okay. Good, good. Other than that, I did want to mention too, that everybody in the township's been extremely busy. I know the police, the fire, the building department. I was talking to our one building inspector, Kelly, who's been here for years. He says, I think he's been doing it 25 years. He's never seen it this busy for so long. So it's a good thing. And everyone's definitely working hard. So keep up the good work. Other than that, our next meeting's Harson's Island Lions Hall, September 17th at 7 p.m. Make a motion. Sure.
It's past the comment stage, but one was basically because of the grant that we just got. So my question is, with regards to the funds coming in for this grant, how is that money allocated? And is this something that is shared with the public as to where the monies are going to go from that grant money?
Sure. You want to address that, Chief, or you want?
The grant money is designated to buy new air packs for the fire department.
So it's specific to one?
Yes.
To something specific,
Right.
okay.
Just so everyone, we wrote a grant to buy air packs, the Scott packs.
I see.
And we wrote it, but we included Elginak and Marine City because you score higher. And we did receive that grant. The total is up around, what, 500,000?
539,000.
539,000, yeah, and, it'll be allocated, how many packs go to Elginak and Marine City and us.
And then the only other question I have is, that there has been a lot of, again, social media information, disinformation going on with regards to the insurance. And we had this conversation a while back, and I think I would just feel better if we got a little clarification directly from you as to where the insurance, is it the classification?
It's an ISO, and in fact, I had made a couple of copies of reports. I'll be happy to give one right after the meeting. She asked about our ISO rating as for insurance, for homeowners insurance. And how that works, ISO is an independent agency that insurance companies like to have come into communities and give communities ratings. And it takes account of several things, water pressure. It will take communications, infrastructure. I mean, it's a whole gamut.
Number of hydrants.
Number of hydrants. Every 500 feet, there's supposed to be a hydrant. Water pressure. Can you produce enough water if needed? Training, staffing, the whole 9 yards. Well, they did ours in March of this year, which, side note, we are better staffed today than we were in March. They did ours in March, and they did the report, and it came, we were a 6. Most of the township was a 6. And after the report, it was a 5. So that's better. The lower the score, the better. It's like golf. So the lower the score is better. And we went from a 6 to a 5. And then we were looking at the report, which isn't reflected in here. And we thought, we got a hold of the department heads, Mike and George, and even John for our water, and they missed a few things. And so we wrote back, and they actually gave us a lower score, not quite a 4, but we're closer to a 4 than we were a 5, let's put it that way. These reports are done every 5 years. And so basically, they said we're better shape than we were 5 years ago, and it's an independent study, and I'll give you the report. It's interesting. It's like 28 pages, and if you have insomnia, this will cure it. And, yeah, so there, like you say, there's a lot of misinformation out there. And I did actually email this to one of the people I know that was saying that it was a 10.
Right. And is that, does it hold true that the out islands are classified higher like as such?
The out island, yeah, if you can't drive a fire truck to it. Yes, and that makes sense, and they're always going to be a 10.
Right.
And there's lots of things that compile your homeowner's insurance, what you pay. It's the ISO rating. And this takes into the account how far you are from a fire station, how it's manned, the equipment that's in it.
The year your house was built.
The year your house is built.
Type of
Construction. It even takes a look at your personal credit score. If you got a good score, you pay less. There's lots of things that make up what you pay.
And it's my understanding that this is for Clay Township.
Clay Township, whole.
So they don't give you one classification for the island and one classification
No.
for the mainland.
Right.
So we as a whole are between 4 and 5.
Well, it's a 5, or there is, and it explains it, or there's a 5X.
Okay.
And it explains, probably 85% of the people are 5s. So,
Okay, thank you.
all right,
Part of the misinformation.
Right.
yes.
And I felt it important that get spoken on camera so that it was.
TV land.
Those who are interested in viewing.
YouTube land. Well, like I say, in the last meeting, I said, it's lower. And, well, they were boisterous, and if they say we don't believe you, well, I have documents that prove it. Everything that's spoken up here are, there's numbers and documentation to prove everything. So, and this is just one of it, so.
So if you see something on social media and you have a question about it, feel free to call any one of us
Yes.
or email any one of us, because we'd be happy to give you accurate information.
And believe me, for us to engage in every not quite accurate post, we wouldn't have time to do our job. And our job is to run the township. And I think 90, 80, well, more than 90% of the people would rather us run the township than address all the social media BS, I'll say it. So,
You don't have time to read 60 posts?
yeah, no, well.
A day.
A day, that's one site, but there's like 5 other sites township-wide.
If we have
So-
access to them.
Yeah, and some of them were blocked, we can't.
I'd like to make a motion to
Thank you.
adjourn.
Yeah, support.
Thank you. Motion, support, we're all in favor.
Aye.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.